Welcome back to the video library. Today we're going to be discussing some helpful tips for the CPS Air food and beverage module. First, we'll notice we're on the table view right here. As we can see, tables represented with red are my tables, other tables are yellow, open tables are blue, and almost done are green. Where I'm getting that chart is down the bottom right of this screen, as we can see here. Some tips are going to be in the top left. The person logged in is going to be represented in this box here. It's a good idea just to make sure that it's always under your name when you're using the iPad, since we can use this iPad for multiple people. If you do need to log off, you can log off here and then log under the correct person. This will prevent any sales from being mismatched. You can also hit the three lines, and at the very bottom you'll see your name again with a caret. If you hit that caret, you'll have the exact same amount of options. We can log off, we can do our cash out report, we can adjust our tips, and we can clock out from this screen as well. Since we're in this screen, a few other things that you might need to know. The options button right above your name here is going to have some information that if you ever call into support, they might ask you. We're going to have our terminal name, the store codes it's attached to, the version that you're running for CPS Air, and the credit card version as well. Your Bluetooth bar printer can be represented here as well if you have a Bluetooth printer that you carry around, possibly for the beverage cart. We got our barcode scanner and our swipe here as well. If we go back, another helpful tip in this area is going to be the connected button. If you do find some latency problems, something isn't showing, possibly a button for example, a good first step of troubleshooting that is going to be to come into this screen and hit connected. It's going to bring up this screen. We're going to hit connect again, and it'll reload your CPS Air terminal. This will pull in any changes, for example, button changes. Like I said, if there's latency issues. Basically, this is the first step of troubleshooting if you're having any problems with your CPS Air terminal. If we want to get back into the screen, we go to F&B, and we're back to the table view. If we go to the quick order screen now, find ourselves some dinner, prime rib, ribeye, we have a medium rare. Next. In the next screen, I'm going to hit no, and then french fries. Notice there's an X on the top right of this screen. Unclick no, and I'm going to hit steak fries. Notice there's a 1 there. This is to represent no's versus ones that you want to add. We also have a keyboard option here where we can write on anything we want. I'm going to say ranch, and then done. Notice on the right now, we're going to have a custom typed keyboard modifier. If I hit finish, all that information is represented now on the right. So what that was is a text modifier, and also just showing the difference between adding something and having a no option on a modifier. Other options that might be a little bit hidden are going to be if you click on the ribeye. Notice we have this screen here where we can do our quantity or item discount, but the edit modifier button is also under here now. If you do edit modifier, it's actually going to pull up the exact string of modifiers that's attached to this specific item. So if this person wanted medium instead of medium rare now, we can make that adjustment before we send this to the kitchen. Once it's a save tab, we can no longer make any changes like that. You can also swipe to the left to delete items. Save this tab. And like we touched on before, if we long press on a table, we have options as well. print receipt, combine check, split check, transfer check, move table, change customer account. That's going to be a long press, about 1 or 2 seconds. If you hold down on the table, these options will pull up. These are a few helpful tips and tricks for the CPS Air module. As always, feel free to call into support with any questions or concerns.